Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and business sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Terry Ross along with Joe Brett, who's on camera, coming to you live from Lithia Drive and Field. Driveway Field. I forgot the driveway. That's why Joe Brett's here today. He's our executive producer usually. He would send me a text, but now he'll just correct me in person. Lithia Driveway and Fields. We're at Gary H. Wheeler Field in particular. That's all in Medford, Oregon. And don't worry about it. We'll eventually figure out what we're doing and where we're at. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, presented by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. We're looking at men's soccer today. Lane Community College taking on Rogue Community College, the Titans against the Ospreys. We're pleased you're joining us for this event on TableRockSports.net. We'd like to welcome the home fans and any visiting fans that may be listening to this broadcast. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. And you can help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel, to which 3,300 of you have already done that, and we say thank you for doing so. Up next is the Peak Rewards pregame show and Coach's Corner, brought to you by the Peak Rewards app, where you can save on gas and goodies. That comes your way next, here on TableRockSports.net.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
I love being a nurse, and RCC was the best way for me to start as a nurse. There's so many options for nursing pathways and healthcare jobs. I'm just so grateful that through RCC's nursing program, I was able to be a successful ICU nurse right out of the gate. Becoming a nurse through RCC changed my life. So I encourage anyone who's looking for a change in your personal or professional path to check out RCC. I found my path at RCC.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Welcome back to the Peak Rewards app pregame and Coach's Corner show. Let's take a look at these two ball clubs. Lane comes in second right now in the South region. They have a 6-5-1 record. They're looking to get into the playoffs. It's been a little dicey for them at this point to do so, but they're looking at it. They've really got about a 2-game, maybe a 1.5-game lead over the third-place team. So and I don't think they have that many more games to go, really, but they are looking somehow to find their way there. Meanwhile, Rogue Community College, the Ospreys today, are looking for a draw or, better yet, a win, and that would give them the region title, which is important because then they get a first-round bye, and while everybody else is out there playing games, they're going to be able to sit on the sidelines, and then as they advance to the second round, that second-round game would be a home game for them as opposed to having to find their way out there on the road. So that's the way things look for these two teams. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff for you on TableRockSports.net.
At One, we can help you find the perfect floor.
Mom, I spilled again.
Try this. It's waterproof. I think this is it. Come see it in store. Our experts have it organized by color and style.
And right now, Lipford's is making floor shopping easy with the one-step flooring sale. Save up to 50% and pay no interest for 18 months. Come in and enjoy a seamless shopping experience today. Lipford's Carpet One, Medford and Grants Pass.
Hi, Rod here. Are you tired of sleeping on a hot, miserable mattress? It's time to save on a cool, comfortable night's sleep from Medford Mattress. Discover the full line of Beauty Rest with advanced cooling technology and the super comfortable Beauty Rest Black. Great sleep is a luxury you deserve. If you want to save on a cool, comfortable, healthy night's sleep, now's your chance. Only at Medford Mattress, downtown Medford, where quality is not costly.
RCC prepared me for this career path by giving me the tools and experience from my teachers to help guide me where I needed to go, along with the flexibility to choose my own career path. I think the connection between college and success in life is the ability to explore aspects of education that you never thought was possible. So if you're interested in welding, fabrication, or designing, please reach out and contact RCC. I found my path at RCC.
Hi guys, my name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we
You can use the Peak Rewards app to order crispy, crunchy chicken and sides. Choose your favorite items, set up a time, and then pick up a great dinner ready to serve on the way home. And I don't think that I need to endorse their chicken, but I wholeheartedly endorse their chicken. As they do it's a really good job there with it. All right, I suppose we should get down to the more important things here. While we're at it, let's... Well, we got a moment. Let's remind you to stay tuned at halftime for the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime show. You can visit playmedford.com to find the latest fall activity guide. There you'll find sports leagues, classes, field trips, special events awaiting you. That's visit playmedford.com. Then you click on the program guide tab to learn more. And that was the introduction of the two teams. Maybe I can do a little bit better start for you. Starting for the visiting Lane Titans, in goal is going to be Keon Arias. Out there also with him is going to be Moses Angel, Dustin Donley, Jesus Duarte, Juan Diego Botello, Kobe Ibarra, Elias Castro, Mike Muchkian, that's what he was, Muchkian, we'll get there, Nolan Geller, and a good old French name for me to stumble over, James Montier. Meanwhile, for Rogue, they have Hugh Williams in goal. Otherwise, out there is Alex Eberhard, Zach Walker, Mama Tubuya Jansen, Jacoby Contreras, and we've started here, so I suppose I should get my clock started now that I'm a few seconds late. Yeah, we're really late. I'll have to catch that thing up. Well, let me finish the lineup while you watch the action as Lane will get ready to inbound it here. Jonathan Kalunga, Ari Banderoff, Ethan Juarez, Griffin Ray, Adrian Nunez, and Dia Sheikh Ibrahim. A few names to stumble over today. So Lane has it way down deep. I'm going to stop my clock for those of you that are watching, and we'll get this thing lined up a little bit better. Or not, depending on how well it's going to cooperate with me. Way down in the corner, Rogue will take the goal kick here. Out to the side it comes. And Lane will take it. Another goal kick for the Ospreys. One thing Lane is doing is they're getting it down there at the Rogue end of the field early on. There's a nice long boot, but Lane's going to control that one. And now the Ospreys have it into the middle, taken away. And Rogue get it back? That's the question. At the moment they have it back. Nice footwork there. And then Moore lost it. So now Lane has it back. Rogue putting pressure on, but they can't get it. It's getting there for Lane. Looked like Martinez, but not sure that he's in the game right now. Huh, he is. Or at least that's what my roster says. Back into the middle. Trying to get a shot off. They can't get there. Rogue closes that down quickly. And here they come back the other way, the Ospreys. That's going to be taken away by Lane. Getting there to punch it away was Donnelly. It's interesting. They gave me the starters, and not one of the starters that they gave me are out on the field, which makes life fun. Now the Ospreys trying to move it downfield. That time it was lost by Yansane. And Lane will take it back. So the Titans with control of it at the moment. But they can't seem to advance it either. Now they do. Off of the foot of Donnelly at the moment. And they still have it. Trying to work it back down. They've had it down here a number of times. Just haven't been able, Lane hasn't been able to find a way to actually advance it well enough to get a good shot off. That's Richardson with it. Rogue with it on the far side. Battling hard to keep it. Good grief. Looked like he was just about tackled, but they let that one go. Moving it down, they'll move it right back to the goalkeeper. So Lane just got that one back to Arias, and it's out of bounds. And getting ready to inbound it is Richardson. Lane plays deliberately. They're in no hurry, and by that I mean sometimes you watch and teams like to make long passes as opposed to short ones. But Lane makes just a lot of short passes, although there's a very long one that gets knocked down by the Ospreys. Trying to get there. That's going to be another goal kick because that one went way high and wide. I would trust my roster, but I don't know if I can trust the rosters. In fact, I see a 26 out there for Lane who's not even on the roster. I'm thinking that Lane made some last-minute decisions they forgot to tell us about. Well, we'll work through it. They got it back again. Way over to the other side of the field. Looks like we played about 8 minutes here. I say that because it's hard to see that scoreboard clock. 8:40. Well, it's about where we're at, so we're good. Another goal kick. Lane keeps shooting high and wide. Now Lane's got it down there again. This is going to go out of bounds. It'll go out of bounds to the Osprey. There's a foul. So that's a kick coming up for Rogue. And Eberhard sends that one back. So now Rogue will try to set it up again. There's a sliding tackle. Gets it back to Lane. Tell you what, man. This is one of those things where time of possession belongs to the Titans. They've had that ball a lot. And down at the Osprey end of the field a lot. They just haven't punched one in yet. There's a long one ahead, but Rogue knocks that one down and then sends it way deep. And it'll go back to Arias as He'll get rid of that. And Lane will have the ball again. Rogue really isn't putting up too much pressure until they get to the midfield line. And then they start to stick the pressure on them. But other than that, they're content to let Lane have the ball on the other side of the midfield line. Take your time with it. We don't really care. Now Lane begins to push it. And they'll face some defensive pressure. The other thing you notice about the Lane Titans is they're a pretty good passing team. Pretty accurate with where they want that pass to go. There's no tripping call there. Trying to get it back to the middle. Can't do it. Splits two, and Rogue will take that away. Hustling down the line and losing it out of bounds. No. Lane took it away, but hustling was Eberhard. Lane took that away. And while Rogue was trying to get set up again defensively, Lane tried to push it quickly, couldn't get it done. We may be in for a fierce defensive struggle today. If you can actually score a goal, you might be well on your way to a win. A long way to go here in the first half since they'll play 45 minutes. Lane lining it up again. Out here to the side to Richardson. Ooh, somebody went down in the goal box, but they say no foul. Maybe just tripped. And there's a tackle by Rogue. It gets that ball back out of there. Now Kipfil for Lane fighting for it. Here we go again down the field. Hernandez has it on his foot. And there's a push. Yeah, Hernandez with the push that time. Although, quite honestly, I don't know what else he could have done. He had no choice. That kind of pushing. It's kind of like pass interference at the high school level or the college level. You sometimes do it just to avoid the touchdown because you really have no choice. Doesn't pay off as well when you're doing NFL stuff, but it's kind of what that push was. Just needed to do it. So here we go again. Lane back down here again. Richardson with it, and he'll get that back to Donnelly. And then way out to Botello. Or that would not be Botello. That would be 15. Who, of course, would not be on our roster. Why would he be there? Williams getting ready to boot this away now for Rogue. Instead, he'll just roll it out to the side. Here we come now again. Over to Hernandez. And Hernandez will give it up, get it right back to Hernandez. He's got a man in front of him. He's got that to that man. Now can they get it around? Nope, it's going to go over the end line. Trying to control that was Walker. But he had the ball curve on him, and away it went. The wrong direction. So Lane will take it again. The reason I make some of these observations about their passing and whatnot is it's the first time I've seen the community college soccer for the men this year. So it's not like I've followed this closely. So I'm just kind of impressed by Lane's ability to pass the ball accurately. Now Rogue's starting to pick up the pressure just a little bit more. They were dropped. That's going to be a foul. That'll be a kick for Lane. Oh, they're giving him a yellow card. How about that? So there was a yellow card given. And I didn't even bother to pick up the glasses and find out who did what over there because I just figured it would be a safe play. Looked like a normal, everyday football play. Now here come the Ospreys one more time, but they get ridden off the ball. Lane to the left, right, and back out to the left side they go. Now pass it to the right. Come back cross field. Out of bounds. And that'll go to Rogue. Richardson trying to save it. Actually, it would have been better off to just let it go, because then it would have been Lane's ball way down there deep. But as it is, turned it over to Rogue. And this will be a kick for the Ospreys. Kicking it will be Eberhard on a very warm Saturday here in the Rogue Valley. Don't know what it's doing up in Eugene, but we got blue skies down here and a lot of fall color. Lane pushing it. And they'll have to go backwards. They will. They'll go way back out on top and set this up with Donley. And he'll get it over to Richardson. Richardson gets it right back after quickly giving it up to Clipful. And they'll back it out and start in again. I tell you, Lane, oh, that one's blocked and sent way out of bounds. From across here, it looks like it was maybe Segura. Well, they won't turn so I can see his number. That was blocked out of bounds. I was ready to say, though, and it's still true, Lane has played on Rogue's side of the field almost the whole first half. I tell you, the Lane goalkeeper has so much to do. He's standing out at the 20-yard line. He just hasn't been busy at all. There's a shot that goes wide. And shooting that from a long distance was Donley. Like almost a 40-yarder. So another goal kick. That's the other thing. Lane has had some shots on goal, man. Rogue, I don't think, has hardly even taken one yet. They're going to have to figure out how to get those blow shirts off their side of the field. Now the Rogue has it down there. Can they get it turned? Nope. Picked it up on the other side and out. So that went off of the foot of Nunez. I'll take that back. They say it went off the foot of Lane. Nunez is going to get a corner kick out of this. Some debate about who's going to take it. Nunez. So here's where always the fun begins for the announcer. Now they get all bunched up and we'll have to figure out who's who. Because everybody's going to head for the goal. Nunez. Set to kick it off. And he does. It's up. Headed by Lane. Can Lane get it out of there? They do. They send it way deep. The Ospreys need to get it back. That's... Nope. Another yellow flag. Huh? Card. Yeah. Flag, card.
I think those tackles are too rough, is what both of those were.
I don't know. That just looks to me like it's normal soccer. What can I say? But maybe not. So a couple of yellow cards here on the Ospreys. Put it into the middle. Rogue. Has they got it out of there? Not really. Lane still has it down deep. And they work it. Maybe I have to send it back. They do. So Lane will start it over. They just send that one right back out. And try it again. Give it to Donnelly, who's a pretty smart player with that ball. And out. Clip Phil. So inbounded that one, but here's Donnelly with it again. I had a coach try to explain a piece of soccer to me about passing, which is that the idea is when you're getting ready to pass the ball is to know where the opportunities are to complete the pass. That one's going to go over the end line, headed out by Richardson. I said, that seems a little tricky considering you got a wide field. He said some players, even clear up to the World Cup level, are better at it than others. But that's the idea. Find the open space, of which, as we're watching this, Lane is finding those open spaces. And there's a trip. Yeah. Clip Phil's going to get called for that one. They get it in. They get it going here quickly. Hernandez gets it over there. Now they'll go all the way back out. And they'll do it again. Back around to Hernandez, who's ridden hard. Out of bounds. They say out of bounds off of Hernandez. Inbounding it is Richardson. Gets it into Clipfield. And back out to Donnelly. I feel bad that I don't know everybody's name. There's a number 15 out there, but he's not on the Lane roster. At least on the roster that I have. Now here comes the Osprey. Can they get it down all the way down this time? Leaves it off. Over to the middle. Spinning, twisting, now way out to the other side. There's a long, long boot. Rogue has it still. Right now they have it with Jensen and out. Who are they going to call that for? They're going to call it a corner kick. Okay, let's watch this corner kick here. There's the rush. That goes way over everybody's head and out of bounds. Let's see if I can find some of these numbers here. Yeah, it's Ethan Juarez that's out there for Lane. We'll use this roster over here. Let's see if it's any better. Seems to be a little more accurate. Now, number 7 isn't Clipfield either, according to this latest roster. It's Janssen. So I'm going to have to learn all the numbers over. Even though Coach Ty told me it was an old roster, but an error. Are we going to get a timeout? Hasn't indicated one yet. Trying to get back in the game. There's another card. Trying to get back into the game for Rogue is Moore. He's up and playing again. Now the grounder will be handled easily by Pinata. Have I got the right ones going here? All right. I think I have my rosters mixed up there, Joe.
I wondered if they labeled them wrong or gave them.
Well, maybe just had them in the wrong order. Oh, all right, we're good. Yeah, I had Clipfield on the wrong team. He probably wouldn't like that, Danny. But this is Janssen coming down for Lane. He's going to get it over to Ray. See what Ray does with it. He'll pass it forward, but way too hard. Easy pickup there by Montier. That's just going to roll way down, and eventually Lane will touch it, and we'll start in again. Lane taking their time, and the John L. Scott scoreboard has not been busy. I'll just bring it up to you. John L. Scott, they've got offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Chasing that down is Everhard. And it'll turn out to be a goal kick for Williams. Substitutions for the Rogue Osprey. And now Williams is ready. And I'll just send it off to one side. Eberhard, who I was telling you is a really smart player for Lane. Well, that pass didn't work out quite like he was thinking, but... And there's a push. And down on the ground is Banderov. And there's another yellow card. We're going to call timeout here for injury. This is a tough ref. And stay. He's working his way up. Almost. And now he's up. That almost looks like it was a cramp. It just dropped him. He's stretching his leg out. Well, other than the players getting a nice rest, we're using a lot of time up on this one. Now we're ready to play. Eberhard will take the boot. Oh, one. Now he'll send it deep. The Rogue will head it out of there. Here comes Lane again. Now Rogue will boot it down hard. There's one player there, but unfortunately Lane controls it. Around. Ibrahim had it there for a moment. Eberhard saying, get it back to me, but they didn't. They went forward with it, and there's another shot, and that's going to go over the inline. And another goal kick. It's that Lane has had a lot of shots on goal, but they really haven't been great shots, and they haven't been very accurate either. It's not like they've threatened the goalkeeper by going in. So Eberhard takes it away. How can he do anything with it? No, Rogue can't do anything with it either. Lane will chase it down, and Titans will set it up one more time. And that'll go to the goalie. Williams will pick that one up. And we'll boot it out of there. Controlled by Lane momentarily. Now they'll punch it. See if they can keep it going. Jansen for just a moment had it. Now they'll punch it ahead. And the pass through ahead, out of bounds. Ooh. That'll get you a card. And it didn't. Mostly because it's Rogue ball. We were at a boys soccer game here recently this week, probably Tuesday night then. And we saw one of the players that got upset about something and kicked the ball over the fence out into the next practice volleyball or soccer field. I got him a quick card. They didn't throw him out, though. They just gave him a yellow and sent him to the bench to think about his transgression. In a few minutes, he was back into the game with a little cooler head. So, Arias going to kick this one out now for Rogue once we get through with the substitutions. Connor Nevin is one of those coming in for the Titans. Right there in front of us. And we'll do it again. This time we'll roll it out. Lane. Oh, now Rogue has it. That was a nice little pass. It'll go back to the Titans. So as we get down to where we only have about 8 minutes left, we may be threatening to have a 0-0 tie here, which won't leave us a lot to talk about at halftime. It's out. It's out. Yeah. Rogue ball. That was out off of Nevin. Castro to inbounded. Back to Arias it goes. See if he decides to go long. He's got short, yeah, right out to his left side there. And now they can't make any progress as Angel has it taken away and Lane knocks that out of bounds. Juarez getting it over to Nevin. Get it ahead, but that's not going to work out. Rogue will just knock that one out of bounds. Trying to pass that ahead was Ray, but set it up perfectly for Rogue to knock it out of bounds. But I think they called a foul on Lane. So that'll give the kick to Arias and the Rogue Osprey. Rogue trying to get it back in there to the middle. But there's no shot available yet. And then Lane takes it away. Yansane. Coming down. Ibrahim had it. And then taken away by Rogue that time on a nice sliding tackle. But Lane will get it right back. Out of bounds, right in front of the Osprey bench. Lane will just boot that out of bounds. Juarez over there and just kicked it out. Let his teammates catch up with him. And that's going to go over the end line. A goal kick coming up for Lane. Well, we're getting down there. We only got about 4 minutes left in the half. We got some substitutions. Leaving the game for Lane is Ray. Didn't see exactly who replaced him, but here come the Titans with it again. There's a trip. And that'll be a Titan kick. And no yellow card this time. Every time that's happened so far this game, somebody's been given a yellow card, but not this time. We're just in a play-on mode. Nunez booting it for the Titans. And there's a kick blocked by the Osprey. Lane still has it down there, though. Here comes Rogue. It's a one-on-one. Who's going to get there? Pushing it off the ball. No, they say the official says play on. You can tell that the Osprey fans below aren't too happy about that. That push took place in the goal box. Rogue will pop it up. Lane will do what they can to get control of it again. There's another one, but that's going to go way wide right. And that will be a goal kick for the Osprey. Am I right?
Yeah.
No. No. Corner kick for Lane. That went off of Rogue. All right. We'll watch the mass of humanity gather in front of the net again. It's up. It's hit. No. And that's over. That's going to be another corner kick, though, for the Titans. As that one went off of Clipfail. So now the Titans will do it again. Headed up and caught by Arias in the air. And out of all the shots that Lane has had or have taken, that's probably the best one they've had in the first half. When they actually had a chance. That goes off of Janssen. Inbounding it will be Castro. So as we get down to the final seconds, we need to remind you that really only the referee on the field knows how much. There's a stop by Williams. But only the official on the field really knows how much time is left. I know the clock says there's only about 30, but he'll stop it when he decides that we've played enough in the first half. Janssen gets a round one. Janssen does not get a round two. And he's going to come and take it back. And that's going to be a kick for Rogue. They can't take a lot of time here. They only got about 7 seconds left. Unofficially, 2, 1, there. Nope. This is what we said. The official will decide how much more time. We'll let it run, but we'll have to reset it for the second half back to 45 because we're into stoppage time. There's a trip. They're going to call that one? And they do. Now, this is interesting. As Lane pleads their case, are they going to give him a penalty kick so that it's just a one-on-one with the shooter and the goalie? Or are we going to set up a wall? A lot of discussion. There's 3 players there, everybody milling around. It is not a penalty kick. It will be defended, so you got to figure out how to get this over the wall. No matter if the half is over or not, it's a defensive penalty, so we cannot end the half just like in regular football. We got to do this. So we'll watch. I want to say that's a borrow on the shot, and it's way over high. One minute, I think, is what he's telling us. Like somebody mentioned once, it's really weird that you have a sport where there's only one person that knows how much time has really been played. Everybody else is just kind of guessing. Lane working the ball down. And out. And now he's going to say halftime. So we played about 2.5 minutes of extra time, and we managed to get our way to halftime. At halftime, on the John L. Scott scoreboard, we have no score. And John L. Scott, they got offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. The Medford Parks and Recreation halftime show is next on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's nationwide 5G coverage?
Yeah.
Download the Try Us app.
Here we go.
U.S. Cellular works great out here. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my... Yep, it's working.
Download the U.S. Cellular Try Us app for a free 30-day trial.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
RCC provides a unique learning education experience where they don't just teach you the head knowledge so that you come out understanding your craft, but they also give you the hands-on experience where you can end up mastering your craft. Taking the first step is the best thing that you could do for your life. So contact RCC today, schedule a tour so that you can begin your journey so that your dreams can become your reality as well. I found my path at RCC.
Did you know the city of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? The fall program guide just came out. Find out about all the recreation and learning opportunities at playmedford.com. This is the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. And not much to report on. There's no score. Lane, if we were to just eyeball time of possession, has won the time of possession and has had the better shots. Well, they've had more shots. Let's put it that way. They've really only had maybe one really good attempt to get the ball into the goal. The Rogue Osprey, however, haven't maybe even had that opportunity, as Lane is throwing up some fierce defense, and most of the shots are well taken care of before the goalie ever sees them. So they're trying. They're trying their very best here, but neither team has managed to find the goal. And, of course, that's the idea. Now, again, we want to reiterate that from the point of view of the Osprey, a tie isn't all that bad, as they will be able to claim with a tie and just 1 point the area championship. So they would win the South region, I guess they call it, South Region Championship, and that would give them a first-round bye as they head into playoff time. So, a 0-0 tie isn't exactly bothersome. If they can get a win and get 2 points, that's even better. And so we'll see if they can get that done, as that's what they're looking to accomplish here this afternoon. You're listening to the Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Report on the John L. Scott scoreboard. There is no score. John L. Scott, they've got real estate offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. You're listening to TableRockSports.net.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it.
What you're going to do is you're going to take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to the Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Report on TableRockSports.net. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. They have 9 locations to serve you. Well, what else is going on in the Northwest Conference here in terms of men's soccer? I'm really not able to fully explain to you what all of this means, but Wenatchee Valley is at Treasure Valley. Lane, of course, here is at Rogue in a conference game. Spokane is leading Blue Mountain 2-0. They're beginning the second half up there. I don't have scores on all the games for you. Peninsula is leading Shoreline 1-0. That's in the first half, and they've only played a minute and 55, so I guess that's that. And Whatcom is playing Edmonds. We're second half. They also are scoreless so far. Later on, Clark will take on Highland, and Yakima United FC will take on Columbia Basin. That's a scrimmage game for Columbia Basin. That starts at 3 o'clock. There's only one game on Sunday, but on Wednesday, the 30th, Portland will be hosting Lane, and Rogue will be at Southwest Oregon. That's a 4:15 start for Rogue. The next, and then that's going to end the regular season. So on November 6th, playoffs start. So there you go. Winner of South 2 will be taking on... Oh, that's on Saturday the 9th. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So we only know of one game, but there's going to be multiple games on November the 6th. As we say, that's kind of a thing that Rogue is hoping to avoid by winning their particular region. We're at halftime. At halftime, there is no score here at Gary H. Wheeler Field. We'll be back with more right after this on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
I ride the bus a lot. RVTD's UMO app with fare capping means I will never pay more than the daily or monthly cap. RVTD gets me to school, work, volunteering, shopping, and even coffee for a fixed amount each month. UMO gives me one less thing to worry about. Thanks, RVTD.
As we close out the Medford Parks and Recreation Department halftime show, we will make note that there is no score, so the challenge here coming up in the second half for both of these clubs is going to be figuring out a way to put the ball in the net. And right now, that's been rather difficult for them to get done, as Lane has had shots, but not really good ones. A lot of them from long distance, and they're really, really wide right and wide left. They haven't been great shots. They did have one in front of the net where they could have headed it in, but that didn't work out so well either, as Arias rose up high and grabbed that one out of the air to keep it from being much of a threat. And meanwhile, the Osprey just haven't had that many shots on goal at all, as Lane has pretty well shut them down defensively, something they're going to have to figure out how to overcome. You've been listening to the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime show. Southern Oregon has a new place to play in Medford. It's the Rogex Aquatics and Event Center. 2 pools, a splash pad, and plenty of gym and court space to accommodate your indoor sports. You can learn more at roguexmedford.com. And if you want daily information on open gym or swim and gym hours and everything else that the X has to offer, that's also the place you go, roguexmedford.com. We're back with the second half right after this on TableRockSports.net.
Tired of your hot old mattress? It's time for a cool night's sleep. Discover Beauty Rest and the Beauty Rest Black. Great sleep is a luxury you deserve. Save on a cool night's sleep today. Only at Medford Mattress, where quality is not costly.
Are you ready to sink your teeth into an exciting career in healthcare? Look no further than Rogue Community College's Dental Assistant Certificate Program. Our hands-on training prepares you for success in this high-demand field. Gain real-world experience in our state-of-the-art labs. RCC's Dental Assistant Program gives you a chance to secure a good-paying career in a thriving field. Whether you're starting out or advancing your career, RCC sets you on the path to a financially secure future. Learn more to earn more at RCC. Your path to a fulfilling career starts here. Enroll today.
Why should your new floor come from Lippard's Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. Right now, save up to 50% on wood, laminate, and waterproof plank, plus pay no interest for 12 months at Lippard's Carpet One, Medford and Grand.
And we welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day. I'm going to see if I can do a couple of things simultaneously here for a couple of minutes. And we'll see how that works out. Rogue will start the first half, or the second half, with the ball. And you'll have to pardon the clock. We'll have to reset it when we get a chance here, because it's just going to have to stay on 45 for just a couple minutes. Seeing if I can figure this out. It's debatable, ladies and gentlemen. It's debatable. Trust me. Table Rock didn't hire me to be a camera guy, but, because that's, if I'm doing it, it's hazardous duty. So Rogue starts with it, and they've got it, and they're. That's out of bounds way on the far side of the field. Can Rogue do anything with it? That's the question. There's a trip. Yeah, that'll be a kick for Rogue. Placing the ball. Deciding who's going to kick it. Right into the goal, knocked away. Williams bats that one down. And it'll become a corner kick. It's up, headed out of there by Lane, though. And batted back out of there, but here comes Lane with it again. Now Rogue trying to work it back down. They'll just give it back out to their goalkeeper. Arias. Here comes Lane. They're going to empty net, fire it, and it's way high. Way high. As we were talking about, Lane's had a lot of those. That was probably about a 30-yarder, but they just haven't hit them with any accuracy. Way off the mark. Rogue one more time, pushing it down. And what do we have? We got offside. The line judge down there is, I have my camera going the wrong way, but my line judge down there that's making the call, as Lane will boot it. Rogue will take it and come right back with it. I asked him, I said, didn't I see you at another game recently? And he told me he did. We were at the North Medford Sheldon game for girls soccer Thursday night. And he was the main referee at that time. He wasn't just a line judge. Rogue inbounding it on the far side there. There's a push, there's a push. No, it's knocked away by Williams. That'll bring up a goal kick for the Titans. It's in front of the net. Lane can't get it in. Batted away and into the net. That comes at 50-15. 50-15. As Lane puts that one in. Well, now Rogue has work to do. Can Rogue find a way to get back into this? That goes out. Over the end line, corner kick coming up for Rogue. Headed, no. It's in front of the net. Rogue can't get a shot off. Can Lane get it out of there? It's looking like they can, maybe, and they do. That'll go over the end line. Here comes Lane again. Seem to have a little bit of new energy since they scored. Willing to press the attack a little more. They're coming right back at you. Now the Osprey. But that's going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper. We'll get that out of there. That goes out off the Titans, the Osprey. Get it in quickly. Lane rides him off of the ball, though. Titans come back the other way. That's out of bounds. That'll be a rogue throw in. They'll just roll this one out. Lane pushing it forward to the rogue side of the field. And in the middle it goes. That's taken out by Arias. And back and forth we go right now. Fighting for it on the far side of the field. Lane will kick it out of bounds. Over the fence and into the trees it goes. I'll be sending somebody after it pretty soon. And now we've got a substitution, that's for sure. Now we get back to it. Rogue will throw it in. Out. Yep, that's Lane ball. They get the throw in this time. Lane leading 1-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Can Lane do anything with it, though? This time around, not so much. They'll just pop it back out. Kick coming up for the Osprey. Long pass down, headed away by the Titans. The Osprey will chase it down out of bounds. It will remain with Rogue. That's going to be offside. They bring the flag down. That'll be a turnover, Rogue. Rogue back the other way. Now they can get it downfield. And out of bounds. I'm going to say offside. Or goal kick, maybe. Goal kick. We're in the 61st minute. Or the 62nd, depending on how you look at it. We've got 61-15 on the board on our way to 90. Lane will take this kick. Wait for everybody to get settled in. Pop it up. Headed. Knocked out of there by Rogue. Headed again. Just put it up. Blocked by Rogue. Here comes Rogue with it. And again, Lane really didn't get any good shots off on that. Goalkeeper will grab it. Williams has it as he jumps on it. The throw over. Goalkeeper picks that up. Arias. Here comes Rogue. Trip. Lane, but that's not going to work. Arias has that one. There's the goal kick ready to go now. We're at 64-11. Lane working it. But Rogue is going to take it, put that through. Williams will just boot it out the other way. Well, here comes Rogue right back. Williams on a quick retreat. And out of bounds. Lane holding on to it now. Out of bounds. Rogue will retain possession. There's a shot that's way over. That'll create a goal kick for the Titans. And Lane move it down enough to get another good shot. They've taken lots of shots, but they haven't been real good ones. There's one, headed away. Headed away again a second time, and now we're going to have a penalty. We've also got an injury. And another yellow card. This time they're calling for the trainer. Let's see how long this is going to take. Maybe not too long. The injured player is sitting up, now standing. Takes a shot of water and walks off the field. I'm not sure with the all is well feeling, but at least walking off the field under his own power. That's Nolan. Get my paper over here. Nolan Geller, I believe, was the injured player. So a goal kick here for Lane. Long delay there as the official not happy about something over there. Well, they get back to it. So at the 50-15 mark is when that goal was scored. And I apologize, I have no idea who put that thing in. Doing multiple things, but there's a shot. That's knocked down by Arias. And found its way around a couple of players that time. And that wasn't a bad shot. It was just a decent save by Arias. Out of bounds. Lane will inbound it in due season. Now here we go. The subs are in. Insane is one of them, I can tell from afar. Rogue working their way down. And over the inline. Corner or goal kick for Lane. 70-22 to go. See if I can get you a bit of a clock here in a few minutes. And out of bounds. And sliding out of bounds with it. Almost knocking it out of bounds anyway. It was Angel. Lane saved it. That'll be Lane ball again. Rogue out. So right now, neither team doing much. I mean, first of all, the defenses have kind of shut them down, but they're not able to make much progress. Now here comes Rogue. They're going to be taken off of the ball. Lane will have it. The Titans. Oh, they almost, no. The Osprey. No. Gotta say there's a push on Rogue. And that'll become Lane ball. One fan voicing his opinion. Not that I think it's probably going to count for much, but one fan voicing his opinion. That goes out of bounds. Getting ready to inbound it is Segura. Cross the field, but right to an osprey. I didn't get through. Lane blocked that one. Then Rogue will take it right back. Williams will just grab that out of the air. That was almost too easy. He'll throw it off to the side. And Lane will start back down. That's going to be knocked out of bounds. Right now, Lane is in no hurry at all to get over there, get the ball, get it inbounded. They were quite willing to use every second that the official's going to give them. Arias, ooh, that was not a good kick. But Rogue has it down at the other side of the field. Lane just playing good enough defense that the ball could go out over the end line. Wasn't really trying at all to stop it from doing that. Oh, gave it up. And that's going to go to Rogue. A Titan player tried to tackle, pretty much, one of the Osprey. And while this is a form of football, they don't allow any tackling. And that's out. Corner kick coming up. Nope, just a throw in. Oh, couldn't keep it in bounds. Working hard that time down there on the end line was Clipfell, but couldn't keep it in. It's actually off of Lane, so here's another corner kick for the Rogue Osprey. They didn't get much out of that corner kick. And on one hop, Williams will handle it. Here they come. What can Lane do? Hamden had it for a moment, but now it's across the field. Headed away. Oh, that's going to go. That pass is going to go to nobody. Flip fell. Passing that one, but to nobody. Lane has control. Off to the left side. And a very weak shot that goes wide left from Hamden. Rogue just needs to get the ball down to their side of the field with a sustained effort to be able to score. Lane's not a great... That one's knocked away. That was an open shot, though, by Kalunga. And now goes over the inline. Free kick, or goal kick for Rogue. Out. That'll be another corner kick for the Osprey. The problem here is we're approaching the 10-minute mark. As I keep saying, the closer you get to the end of the game, the fewer the opportunities to just be able to do anything. Because of that, Lane, who had the kick, will just wait as long as they can. Although Rogue's not in a real big hurry to get the play off. Picked out of the air by Williams. There's a foul. And a Lane player down. Another card. What's that, about the fifth or sixth one? That's a red card. So let's put the glasses on this and see who's leaving the game. That looks like a cramp more than an injury, the way the players are reacting. Heading toward the bench, having been disqualified. I want to say it's number 15. Can't be number 15. That could be... Huh?
He's not going to show you.
Yeah, he will, because I got glasses on him. It's actually not 15. It's probably 16. Oh, he's not going to show me, is he? Not real good. There it was for a second. Well, that'll get you another red flag. I think it's actually McCutcheon. McCutcheon. All right, now we got to settle things down here at the other end of the field. Because Lane was fouled. Everybody's got to back up. There to take the kick is going to be either Walker or Janssen. Official backing everybody up. Looks like this is going to be Janssen as Walker's walking away from the ball. So here goes Yansane. It's up, knocked down. And Arias will fall on it, which is a good thing because there was a Titan right there. We stay with a 1-0 game. Getting ready to throw it in is Castro. I didn't stop my clock, so my clock is going to be off a little bit. A lot. It's 84:30 on the board. I'm probably about 20 seconds ahead of it for those of you that are watching. There's a good drive by Lane. They got to turn it into something. And there's another trip. And another player down. It's amazing how long they stand there and all take a look at this. Well, in the meantime, let me tell you this. Fall sports action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Jeep Dodge Chrysler, where you can find great deals on the lot or at lithiasuperstore.com. Also, our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, now with 9 locations nearby to serve you. And going off of the field to Castro. Limping pretty badly, so Castro is out. Don't know if we'll see him back or not by the time that this game is over. Walker is going to take the kick for Lane. Has to be a 3-man wall, not a 2-man. Or so says the official. It's up, headed, wide. Goal kick coming up for Rogue. 86 and make it 87th minute is where we are. Those are, my clock was a little behind. Headed away. Now Rogue needs, there's a shot, but that's way wide. That wouldn't have even been good if he'd have been trying a field goal. Way wide. Another goal kick. May not have seen much scoring today, but lots of action otherwise. Yellow card, red card. Both of these teams playing pretty aggressive. Gets through and around. Maybe. Still working at it. There gets it off. That was Hamden. There's another shot that goes high. Way over the net. And back it goes again to the goalie. So you get the feeling that right now, as we've played 89 minutes, that there's only, just a little over a minute to go here, that maybe Lane is just content to run the clock out. They're going to say that's a kick for Rogue. Taking that kick will be Richardson. He's ready. And that goes by and over the end line. Another goal kick coming up for Lane. And we've reached on the clock here, the stadium, 90 minutes. The official says we have not reached 90 minutes. My clock says we have not reached 90 minutes, but my clock is wrong. Pushing hard. Wrestling for that one hard right now. And there's a whistle. Ooh, here comes another card. Another yellow card. A yellow card is on Angel, who at the end of the play gave a little push. And now they're going to give the kick to Rogue. Four players there. When they sort it out, I'll let you know. We have Castro and Richardson. Castro leaves, so Richardson's left. The three-man wall. It's up. Williams has it. So I'd imagine we can't have more than a few seconds left. We've already played 1 minute. See if Rogue can do anything, though, to tie this up at the last second. Oh, they're going to push this through. Shoot again. Yes. Colunga put it in for a 2-0 lead for Lane. And that will surely solve it. And all I can tell you is that in stoppage time, he scored. So we had some extra play. And by the time we get restarted here again, although officially the clock is stopped on the referee's wrist. The only clock in the stadium that matters, by the way. And over the line it goes. Lane will take it again. I keep trying to keep my eye on the official because we can't have that much stoppage time. Although he seems to be indicating 3 minutes still. So maybe we get a whole lot more than one would think. Oh, he's holding up his hands. And a warning. The game's getting a little ragged. So this is not the result that Rogue was hoping for. Now they're going to have to go to Southwest Oregon, which I believe is over in Coos Bay area. And going to have to win that one to be able to clinch the regional title. And he'll stop play one more time. There's an offside over there on the far side. Did they give out another yellow card? It's writing in his book. I'm not sure. I didn't see it. Rogue's still looking for a way to put one on the board. But my sense of timing would tell me we probably have about a minute and a half to go. Williams grabs that one before it goes over the end line. Header back to Arias, who gives a long boot. And that's the game. So it's a final here at Gary H. Wheeler Field. And in the end, on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Lane wins this one 2-0. We invite you now to stay tuned for the Know Your Role post-game show. Visit travelmedford.org and search Know Your Role to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. We'll be back and recap scoring quickly for you as you're listening to TableRockSports.net.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like, too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Carpet One, we can help you find the perfect floor.
Mom, I spilled again.
Try this. It's waterproof. I think this is it. Come see it in store. Our experts have it organized by color and style.
And right now, Lippert is making floor shopping easy with the one-step flooring sale. Save up to 50% and pay no interest for 18 months. Come in and enjoy a seamless shopping experience today. Lippert's Carpet One, Medford and Grants Pass.
Hi, Rod here. Are you tired of sleeping on a hot, miserable mattress? It's time to save on a cool, comfortable night's sleep from Medford Mattress. Discover the full line of Beauty Rest with advanced cooling technology and the super comfortable Beauty Rest Black. Great sleep is a luxury you deserve. If you want to save on a cool, comfortable, healthy night's sleep, now's your chance. Only at Medford Mattress, downtown Medford, where quality is not costly.
Welcome back to the Know Your Roles campaign post-game show. And as you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Lane won this one 2-0. There was no scoring at all in the first half. In the second half, with the clock at 50 minutes and 15 seconds, Lane put in their first goal. And looked like maybe that one was going to just stand, but we got into stoppage time, quite a bit of stoppage time. And in that time, Kolunga put in another one, and it was a 2-0 win for the Lane Titans. Well, what does that do? Well, that moves Lane about one game closer to Rogue in the standings, and it keeps Rogue from claiming the area championship. So there is that, as Rogue is playing for a first-round bye, but going to have to wait. Got to play another game to get that first-round bye. We thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank Rogue Community College for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Our next Table Rock Sports production will be Wednesday. We know that much, as it'll be volleyball first round of the 6A playoffs. North Medford. It'll be over there at the North Medford Gym. Who do they play? Well, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. They won't give us the brackets until tomorrow morning sometime. So we'll work on all of that. And I'm sure that our executive producer will put it up on the website so that you can figure it out. That's what I'm telling you to do. Seems like I tell you that all year. Go to the website. What do I know? So head to TableRockSports.net, and it will all be there for you. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard is Lane 2, Rogue 0. This has been a presentation at TableRockSports.net. Our executive producer is Joe Brett, who was also the camera person today. I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching and good night from Gary H. Wheeler Field in Medford, Oregon.